Hi, it's Rachel with Mojo, and today he and I are going to do a review on Drop It when it comes to the ball. I know Nicole worked with him on this last week, and I'm not sure what she went over, but I'm just going to go over the way I teach it with you, and also it will be good practice for Mojo. He is very in tune to this, and I definitely see what you mean about playing with the ball. He gets very possessive of it, and here at daycare, he gets the ball. He doesn't want the other dogs to have it. He's perfectly happy just sitting with it. But I know to burn off energy, you want to be able to play fetch, throw it around with him, and also hopefully he becomes a little less possessive of it with other dogs. So if you're playing at the beach and there's another dog around, he won't get so possessive. So I'm going to first practice Drop It. I don't want to toss the ball right away and try to get him back to me and then drop it, because I feel like that will just get him a little too worked up. So I'm just going to start by handing it to him and asking him to drop it. Now I'll have a treat ready in my hand, and I will put it right up by his nose when I tell him to drop it. That way it's kind of like a trade. I'm trading the snack for the ball, and so he's still getting a good deal out of it, and so he doesn't feel like he has to play keep away or that I'm really taking something from him. He gets a nice treat out of the deal. So we'll see how he does with that. So come here, Mojo. Sit. All right, Mojo. I don't know if he'll snap at the ball, so let's see. Sit. Good boy. All right, Mojo, sit. Come here. Mojo, drop it. Drop it. Mojo, drop it. Good, drop it, Mojo. Good boy. All right. So he's much more focused on the ball than he is on the treat. But what the idea here is that I hold the treat up to his nose, and he has to open his mouth and therefore drop the ball in order to move his head over and grab the treat to eat that. So I still have to yank it out a little bit, but he did give it to me, so we're just going to keep on practicing like this without me throwing this around so he gets super excited. All right, Mojo, sit. Stay. Good boy. Mojo, drop it. Drop it. Mojo, drop it. Good, drop it, Mojo. Good, drop it. Good, drop it. All right, now I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my stay videos with Mojo, but the is what we call the no noise. It's just a sharp, loud noise that gets their attention and kind of makes them pause and reevaluate what they're doing. And that seems to work with him, because he still tries to go for the ball, but just a couple of times with the no noise, he's already being a lot more respectful. So you can use that too. All right. No. Good boy. Mojo, drop it. Drop it. Good, drop it, Mojo. Good boy. Good boy. Now it's important to practice this with him one-on-one, so he doesn't feel the competition of any other dogs. If there are more dogs here, even if it was Layla, he'd probably be a little more desperate to hang on to the ball so that they can't get it away from him. Come here. Sit. There. There you go. Good boy. Now drop it. No. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Mojo. Drop it. Good, drop it, Good, drop it. Good boy. Good, drop it. All right. Now there, I'm still having to kind of pry the ball out of his mouth. He doesn't want to give it up. However, the good thing that I noticed is that he's not clamping down super hard. So with him, I'm not nervous that when I pull the ball out of his mouth, that his jaws are already so tightly wound that he's going to chomp down and bite my fingers. That's the case with a lot of dogs. With him, I don't feel that. He's still not really volunteering the ball. even if he doesn't go for the treat right away, at least after a while when he hears it, he should be able to spit it out when I tell him to drop it. So what I'm doing to help get the ball away from him instead of just pulling, which can kind of feel like a keep away, is I have the ball and I'm just turning my hand. So it's turning his head and it's not as comfortable for him to hang on to. And so then I'm able to get it from him. He cares a lot more about the ball than he does the treat. So even when I do get the ball from him, he still doesn't go for the treat, yet I still make sure that he gets the treat and reward him with a good drop it. Now, maybe if there's a treat that you have at home that he likes better, a different kind, or something like cheese. A lot of dogs go crazy for cheese, so you could try small blocks of cheese as a training treat as well. Something that's a little more tempting so he does more readily open his mouth up, relax his jaw, and let you take the ball. All right, but we're just going to keep practicing. Good boy. All right, that time, that was good. He let me get the ball without going for it at all. Mojo, come. Good boy. Careful. Mojo. Drop it. Good drop it, Mojo. Good drop it. All right, that time I don't think he was actually giving it to me. However, he did let go of it. So I was able to get it. So that's more called rewarding him in the act. So he was not hanging on to the ball and he allowed me to get it. So I still gave him the treat and rewarded him for a good drop it. Rewarding him in the act like that will kind of help him associate his action with the command that you're saying. Good boy. All right, now he is more interested in the treat and he's watching my treat bag. Here. Drop it. Good drop it. Good job, Mojo. Good drop it. All right, that was fantastic. He is a quick learner. There is, with my hand in the treat bag, as soon as I said drop it, he spit the ball out. Now, he didn't really give it to me, which is usually what you want for a fetch game. You want to have the ball, but I was able to get it. Since I didn't have to pry it out of his mouth, I definitely consider that to be progress with Mr. Mojo. Good job. Come on. Drop it. Good drop it, Mojo. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Mojo, drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Good drop it. Good drop it, Mojo. Good drop it. Now, the problem with practicing the drop it out here on the concrete is that when he does drop it, the ball bounces and rolls away. So he gets excited by the movement and goes after it again. It gets his attention. So even though he was spat it out a couple times, it wasn't to the point where I was able to get it and give him the treat and reward him for it. So maybe try practicing it. No, Mojo. No. All right, now that's something you gotta watch for. He's not aggressive at all, but in just going for the ball, watch your hands there. I gotta pay a little bit more attention to him, but I'm fine. Don't worry about that. But I was saying if the ball can't bounce or roll as much, hopefully it won't be as much of a distraction for him, so he won't spit it out, go after it again, spit it out, go after it again. So it'll be some faster drop its. All right, come here, Mojo. Now, what I tried doing that last time is asking him to drop it without the treat right there, because he is a very fast learner. I wanted to see if he would associate the command with it and would drop it without me having the treat. And he's not quite there yet, but this is a lifetime of ball focus that we're trying to deal with here. So it's absolutely understandable that he's not ready to give up the ball without the treat yet. And that's why we use the treats. It's a trade for him. I'm not taking something from him. Good boy. Mojo, drop it. Good drop it, Mojo. Good drop it. Good boy. Very good. Drop it. Drop it. Mojo, drop it. Drop it. Good, drop it. Good, drop it, Mojo. Good boy. All right, he's doing really well. I'm going to do a couple more drop it. With me kneeling down, he seems to do a little bit better with me on his level. And also, since sometimes he lays down with the ball, it makes it a little easier for me to get the ball and reward him for his drop it. Good boy. Drop it. Mojo, drop it. Good, drop it, Mojo. Good boy. Where is it? There we go. There you go. Good boy. Drop it. Good, drop it. Good, drop it, Mojo. Good boy. All right, he has done a very good job. It is going to take a lot of practice with him, just one-on-one like this. You can see he's already come a long way just in a 10-minute video. And I would definitely suggest practicing with him like this because when he is running or he is with other dogs and chasing that ball, it really heightens the stakes. And so he gets more excited, he gets more focused and more desperate for the ball. So it's really good to practice these good habits in a more controlled setting like I just did before you start throwing it. Now, practicing him coming back with the ball, that's a good thing to do on leash. And so you can start incorporating in some of that. But really, take a few minutes, 5 minutes out of your day. Take him inside with Layla outside and just practice this with him several times because he is a very fast learner, like I said, and, he is kind of reworking a whole lifetime of habits, so it will take some time. However, I'm very optimistic to see how well he is picking this up already. All right, I hope this helps. This was Rachel and Mojo, and we were reviewing Drop It.